So this is day 22 and we have this lead code problem number 76, that is minimum window substring. So in this we are given two strings S and T. Now S is the bigger string and T is a smaller string. We have to find first thing if T exists inside S, like can T be made from the characters of S, and also we have to find the shortest substring from which we can make ABC. So we see here ABC can be made from the whole string, but that is longer. And if we take BA and C, then ABC can also be made from this smaller string, that is B and C. So answer will be B, A, and C. So first thing, there is a sliding window problem because substring is there. It is a question of array and minimum keyword is there. And next thing is it is a variable window problem. So we initialize low and high at 0, and we have to check something for the condition or the information. So for the first loop, anyways, we will run the high pointer from the starting from the first element and add it to the information. But for the second loop, we need something for comparison. So if we check here, yeah, so if we ignore all this and just we check this is the main logic. So first we run a for loop from int high equal to 0, high less than s dot size, high plus plus, and we include that s of high in our information, and we run a while loop for the second condition. Now there should be some condition, right? So what is that condition? We need to check whether ABC can be formed from the current window size. That is, if we check here, since we are running from A to C, so initially our window will be A. Now for every iteration we need to check ABC, can it be formed from the given window. So to check that, we will create two maps or two hash maps, or instead of hash maps we just create arrays, and we store, like the array will be 256 size, and we initialize everything with 0. So if we check here, a vector int have and a vector int need, both are size 256 and initialized with zeros. Now we loop a we run a for loop for the need, and we store the smaller substring, the smaller string, in the array. So ABC, A will be 1, B will be 1, C will be 1. So the count is being stored here. Now in the second iteration, like if we check here, first we included high, so have s of I plus plus, so A will become 1. Now while has all characters have common 8, we return this function here. Now what is this function doing? This function takes two arrays or vectors. So we take two vectors as input and check if for every integer or for every element in the array, if have of I is less than need of I. That means if the count of this is greater than the need, or like if we can form ABC from this, that means the, like for every character the count, this number will be greater for this. So if this is less than this, like need of I is less than this, that means we can continue. And if this is 2, that means we need 2 a's but only one a is present, then we return false. So if we see here have of I is this, if it is less than this, then we return false. So this condition is being checked in the while loop. So if we check here, if we return true, that means the like the current window, from the current window ABC can be made. Only if it is written true, then we run this for loop. So if we dry run it, we included have. Now while has all cars have common need. Now first, in first iteration 1 will be there, so this will be return false, because for B it will be 0 and this will be 1, so 0 is less than 1, that is false, so this will be skipped. And again we include high, so for D, A B C D, D will be 1, again it will be false. O will be somewhere here, again false. For B 1, again for A it will be 2, for N it will be somewhere after this, so it will be 1, and C is 1. Now after completing whole of this iterations, the while loop this will return true. So if it returns true, that means the condition is satisfied, and we reduce the size of the if substring or the window. And while reducing, we first uh, store the length, that is I minus o plus 1, and if length is less than result, then we update the result. And what is this result? Result is the previous iteration one. And we remove the current element from the hash map, and we do low plus plus. So if after running this loop, we will keep on reducing this window. So first A, O, B, and after B we will get this window. So this is the answer. Thank you.